All right, time at Tidal Gardens is coming to an end. I wasn't gonna vlog today, but but we had this amazing breakfast. Very vlog-worthy. It had more lefty kind of organic sounding words than any meal I've ever eaten. Everything's sleeping, huh?
Yeah. And everything's manual. No timers on anything.
Totally. That was one thing I noticed. I talked to Ben about. Now he's gonna have a party in July.
In July, yes. And that Rico had set up kind of on the fly there, and it's starting to turn into
a big deal.
A big deal, yeah, exactly.
And
so it's gonna be on the 28th, I think.
Depending on my life situation, it would be nice to come by. Maybe Annie will be here, maybe Eva will be here, maybe my dad will be here and healthy, and maybe we all come. Who knows? But
that would be awesome.
What stage do you think the new facility will be at by that time?
By then, it might be done. I mean, it might not have like water and fish tanks in it.
But the actual infrastructure would be finished.
Like the building. I mean, we might all be in there having.
Yeah, that might be like a grand opening kind of party.
Yeah, exactly.
But thank you so much, man. It was awesome.
For coming. It was great to meet you finally.
Yeah, totally.
Glad you were able to make a visit.
JaYoe.
JaYoe, guys.
All right, now it's time to get back on the road. Oh God, I feel like yesterday I ate the meat equivalent of a water buffalo. Whoa, it was great, but it was way too much meat. America. When you meet people that are in the same genre as you, whether they're YouTubers or they have the same hobbies as you, like Than has the same hobby desires as me. He loves the reef tanks and he's made a business out of it, which is interesting to me. Like, so you have the entrepreneurial end of it, and he's successful and he's living the life that he wants to live. It's very interesting. Thank you, Than. You've inspired me. But now I'm headed back to Michigan. I will be editing like a madman for the next week, I think, trying to catch up on all the videos I just made. But before I get home, I'm gonna meet up with a guy named Steve, who is another friend of the nation that has contacted me and asked if I could stop by. He's in Ann Arbor, which is not too far from St. Clair Shores, where I'm staying now with my dad. And so I'm gonna head over there. I don't know where it's gonna go, but it should be fun. One of the things that I always find interesting is rest stops. The rest stops in China are way different than the roadside rest stops in America. And so I'm going to pull off on this rest stop, use the facilities for a second, and maybe show you a few of the reasons why the two are so starkly different from each other. Firstly, this is a rest area off the Ohio Turnpike, so probably one of the better funded rest areas. Normally when you pull up to a Chinese rest stop, you'll have a lot of outside kiosks, maybe selling crabs or some sort of a dried fish snack that you can eat while you're on the road. No dried fish snacks here. And the smell is quite nice. You know, China really has its own odor, the whole country. I don't know exactly what it's attributed to, but it's a number of food factors. Some guy just walked up to me, big dude, and he said, "Yo, you can't take no pictures. You can't take no pictures of me. You guys gotta take a chill pill and relax." It's making me angry. People, what do you think people are gonna do with images of yourself? Are you that paranoid? I mean, I gotta believe that you guys know that you're being on camera at every security camera in every place, on corners, on traffic cameras, all over the world. Your face is plastered everywhere. To see some person that you don't even know recording a story of his own making, to come up to that guy and say, "You better not record me." I mean, he was threatening. The only thing I could think of is maybe he's a fugitive or something. He's trying to make sure that you're not recording him and say, I don't even know. What are you so paranoid about? It's extremely disheartening. I was literally just taking photos of the different places to eat. Okay, I just went to the restrooms. Let's try and put this thing back on track. I was trying to tell you the differences between Chinese rest stops and American rest stops. Well, the bathroom is the first real big difference that you might notice, because that's where we go to when we get to the rest stop. First thing you notice, the smell. Chinese bathrooms, I don't know if it's the way they're constructed or the way the plumbing is or the fact that a lot of them are squat toilets. They smell horrible. Now, obviously the use of squat toilets as opposed to normal toilets. The fact that these stalls themselves have clean doors, whereas a lot of the doors in Chinese rest stops are a little bit askew and not very clean. And then of course you have the soap dispenser at the sink and the access to hot and cold water. In Chinese rest stops you have access to cold water, oftentimes an air blower but no paper, and many times no soap. Most of the time no soap. And then if you even want to use paper in the stall itself, there's probably no paper there. You're gonna have to bring your own paper, bring a little bit of soap if you want it, and bring some towels to dry your hands if that's what you're into. Something you wouldn't necessarily think is a thing, but it's actually a thing. Cold water. And a lot of rest stops in China, they have these freezers, but they're unplugged, especially in the winter time. Their thought is, why would anybody want anything cold, especially water, in the winter time? They have places for you to heat up your water and maybe heat up your tea, but cold water? Why would anybody want cold water? Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good. Definitely a lot cleaner. A lot better put together. And normally when you're at a rest stop in China, when you step out, just outside the rest stop, everybody's smoking. Cigarette butts everywhere. I don't see one cigarette butt. Now Steve has been a member of the JaYoe Nation for a long time, and he lives on the, like, in campus in downtown Ann Arbor for University of Michigan. It's very hard to find a parking spot, but I think I found a good one. Hey! How's it going?
Celebrity!
Hey!
Hey, how's it going?
Nice to meet you. I'm Nate.
Hey, nice to meet you, Nate.
Yeah.
That's okay, come out, stay out here. Because I got to introduce you.
Oh yeah.
So, we are on top of a building once owned by Larry Page.
Google.
Google used to work here.
Google
In
used to
Ann
work.
Arbor.
A guy named Google used to work here?
Yeah.
Like, Google used to work here. JaYoe's here now. This is Katie. This is Nick. And this is Steve. Steve, how long have you known me?
About a year and a half, maybe? 2 years?
Yeah, about that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
What was the first video? Do you remember?
The seafood one.
The seafood video.
Everyone knows by that.
My big
steamer.
seafood video. You either love me or hate me on that one. I got a comment the other day that was like, You need to kill those things humanely, you murderer. How do you humanely kill a shrimp? Katie, this is a business incubator, right?
Yes.
So who have you helped out here that we could talk about?
So Ash and Ari, they were on Shark Tank recently. Sahi Cosmetics, My Swim Pro, which a lot of people know, got started.
My Swim Pro. What's My Swim Pro?
It's an app for your Apple Watch, and it tracks your swimming, how long your laps take.
Yeah,
Cool.
so you should all check them out. But lots of things. It's called the Decide Accelerator.
Who are you looking for if there's somebody that might want to find you?
So we just closed our winter cohort, or our summer cohort, but we'll be looking for applications soon. So we look for tech-enabled startups that have passed minimal viable products. They kind of have something in the works.
Something a little,
it's not
yeah.
just an idea. You're a little.
There's some momentum there, and then you help blow it along.
And we invest in those businesses, and then give them office space and also talent. So they get interns to help them with everything.
JaYoe.
JaYoe.
De Paris n'importe bras sûr en chantant des chansons.
So this is a new building that's kind of all, these have been erected.
Lots of these buildings
students
springing up. Yeah.
Coming in. So rent here would be $1,500 a month per bed.
Per bed?
Per bed, yeah. So like a lot of kids that come, they have a lot of family resources and they can come afford these. So these are all being built up big time.
You're just full of facts.
We can walk around the front of it,
Well, I've been here for 7 years, finishing up my PhD here. So
what's your PhD in?
Economics.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I studied business here. I graduated 5 years ago and now I have my own business.
Just can't get rid of the place, huh?
No, I love it here.
How many students in U of M? Do you know?
45,000 across all programs, grad school, undergrad,
Wow.
And I think Michigan, the alumni network is also, I think, one of the biggest in the country.
De Paris n'importe bras sûr en chantant des chansons.
Like that.
So what is that? What is that?
That's good. That is a Patricia Bikini.
This whole room is hers?
That's just dedicated to that artist and her installation. Yeah.
So from time to time, they
Wow.
different exhibits, and it's just, I guess.
Yeah.
It's not a,
What is she holding in her hands? Is that a piglet?
It's a comforter. It looks
Piglet.
pretty scary to me.
We should go check it out.
I think so. There's the entrance right there, exit only. Yeah, so when I was younger, most of my friends went to Michigan State. Michigan State is around Lansing. This whole area is dedicated to people that go to U of M, University of Michigan. So they asked me, how often do you come here? And I was like, well, my friends, it wasn't really allowed. Okay, so this lady we're about to see is Patricia. Is it the girl, Patricia Piccini? Or is
That's the artist.
That's the artist. Please don't touch the comforter.
It's made of silicone. Silicone fiberglass steel box for
Human hair.
Legs. Her legs.
Wow.
Historic.
That hand, it's a hand and a foot and fingers.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I think it's all real hair.
It's surreal. Interesting use of space for art. Patricia Piccini.
This is one of my favorite spots to come and swing in Ann Arbor on this Shang, they call him.
Shang?
Yeah.
What sound would that make if it suddenly fell on the ground? Boom!
You'll be heard.
Yeah. The hair on that girl's arms would stand up.
On va danser le long des golfes. On va danser le long des golfes.
Wow, Steve, what is this place? This is the main
Library of the University of Michigan Law School, and people often call this room the Harry Potter room.
See why?
It looks a bit like Hogwarts, doesn't it?
It's funny. If you have Wi-Fi, you have about 10 billion of these libraries in your phone. You know?
La Mer. La Mer. La Mer.
So what sets U of M apart from other universities?
I would say this university is one of those unique universities in the world's premier research departments in almost all disciplines, and it's a big university, so it's a big alumni network. Wherever you go, you can almost assuredly find Michigan graduates that can introduce you to that part of profession.
Is it a fun place? I mean, you find always things to do?
Yeah, so it's a big state school, so people know how to party. People love partying here. And over behind us, the Hill Street, that's where all the frets are, fraternities.
Who parties harder, State or U of M?
I say
State parties significantly harder.
Burning couches come to mind.
Yeah.
Where are we, Nick?
Nate.
How many times did I call you Nick today?
I only think once.
Okay.
I don't think so. I don't know. We're in Graffiti Alley.
All right.
In Ann Arbor. People come and do graffiti.
Anybody? Can anybody paint on the walls?
Anyone can do it. But better if you're good at it.
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers. JaYoe.
JaYoe. That is a good old fashioned.
Yeah.
Here, try it. All right, guys. So, thanks for the tour.
Yeah, of course.
I'm gonna end the vlog because I just don't want to record anymore. I gotta drive home.
All right.
So take it easy. We'll have to catch up.
Yeah,
maybe
for sure,
I'll bring Eva and Annie up here.
Yeah, it'll be great. Yeah, I love that.
JaYoe.
Yeah, JaYoe. JaYoe. All right.
Bye.
Drive safe.
Yeah, we'll do.